Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Ace Attorney. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm hot for justice.
I'm Chibi Noob.
I'm NV Jitters.
I'm CheerandCosplay.
And I'm Kozi, and somebody's notifications just went off.
Well, let's not worry about that. What we really need to worry about right now is getting more people to go to jail.
Yeah.
Amongst other things. Let's get some person off of jail and then some person into jail.
In jail.
It seems...
Yeah, I think we can still put Meekins in jail.
It seems the time
I think he meant
has...
Lana.
Oh.
It seems the time has come.
The time has come, the walrus said. Let's talk of other things.
My confession. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out with my good looks and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
So the supposed victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand.
One thing?
Yeah. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Did you not see Meekins' hands, Edgeworth? Oh my god.
I told you I was having my period. Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
Yeah.
It was way too much blood for such a small donation.
Alright.
What do we have to press here? He admitted that there wasn't a murder now.
Well, I think we need to confirm it's about the SL-9.
Ah.
Yeah.
When you say it, you mean... You even have to ask, partner? Kozi already said it. The SL-9 incident.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day.
Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have to look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance. That's why I stole the...
Didn't a bunch of people get fired and demoted?
Yeah, it was a big shakeup. So, press again, I suppose. Why'd you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
I feel like we established that.
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere.
So you did it to fool the security camera.
And the detective's ID card?
I stole that the morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filling out the lost item report. I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot.
Yeah, that's returning it, alright.
The ID card
And
I
then
found.
he yelled at us for picking it up.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight.
What do you mean, partner?
I mean, the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
But he could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Yeah, let's talk about that. That's just fun. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. Didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Wait, so did he get the evidence or not?
Hard to say.
Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type of person.
You can hear from the hall. Thank you, sir!
Is taking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year.
Ooh.
When Edward
Why are
did
you
so
the
much
one in
influence.
charge of that?
Well, I mean, he's probably
exactly.
up to be head prosecutor afterwards.
Yeah.
Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him. Slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I don't know what to
Highly
say.
Insanitary.
Ugh. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and...
And managed to escape. So you did your research beforehand. Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left.
However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins.
If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing there during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is, on that day...
But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me. And I'm not dead, partner.
So you stole the evidence from the locker.
Actually, no I didn't.
Why not?
When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor.
Ooh, Phoenix, you do not want to be having that right now.
Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence.
How is this
Officer
not connecting in his brain?
May I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to No, you have to answer.
No.
You're in a court.
Yeah.
You're under oath. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. I'm making a note in my head to deduct your salary. It can't be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Okay, there we go.
Neither salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more. No.
I can't just forget the SL-9 incident. You know why? I feel like they're adding things onto the end because I don't remember these being part of it.
Yeah.
That case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? I feel like it's been said multiple times.
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Sure, we got Joe Dark. But what about the other Joe?
Joe White.
Joe Mama.
I was about to make that joke.
Jesus.
Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about.
What happened?
Just said we don't talk about it.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Okay.
Why is he so concerned with that incident?
That's a good question.
Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I'm noticing a running theme. I'd better take another look at the files.
Another look? Did we even take an appropriate first look?
I don't think we
No.
did. Let's take a look at the files. Ooh. It's closed.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Death sentence. All good. Victims: Edward Jones,
Marshall.
Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel
Neil
Moss,
Marshall.
Joe
Neil
Pace,
Marshall.
Neil Marshall.
Yep.
Somebody that he knew or was related to.
Yep.
Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, witnesses Lana Skye and Emma Skye. Investigative task force Damon Gant, Lana Skye, and investigator Bruce Goodman, investigators Jake Marshall, and Angel Star.
Whoa. Wait.
Conflict
Jake
of
allowed to
interest.
investigate his brother's death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a conflict of
Yeah.
interest. They would not allow that.
Yeah.
Also, executive investigators. Would Lana also be considered a witness if she's an executive investigator?
I mean, they might have been
Yeah.
the lead detective who testified.
Okay.
Well, no, wait, isn't she a prosecutor?
Yeah.
Can a prosecutor be a witness for their own prosecution?
No.
No.
Sorry, go
Also-
back to those pages. I need to read this again.
She wasn't
Sorry
the
to
head
spoil that.
prosecutor.
It was.
No, executive investigator.
Oh.
I don't
Okay.
think they picked it up.
Okay, so she investigated it. So she would
So-
testify.
Mhm.
But she wouldn't be a witness.
Yeah, I
Well-
mean, everyone's called a witness. I'm assuming they just don't know that there's different things.
Yeah, it's a technicality.
Yeah, but she would be on the stand testifying as to her findings.
Anyway.
Hit him with it. I mean, we
Which one?
probably the last one, the where it actually mentions SL-9. I know why, and
Yeah,
we'll
that
present
one.
you the reasons why. Officer Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL-9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL-9 file right here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. In a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall?
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago, he received the same lousy prosecutor award you got.
Wait, so he wasn't a detective?
Nope.
What? A
Well,
prosecutor?
Well, he had a theme, though.
Mm-hmm.
He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL-9 case before I did.
That's right. He was killed. And the case fell into your hands.
But what's his relation to you? That's his brother.
He was my brother.
Whoa. It's not a wig?
It could still
Guess
be a wig.
not. Yeah.
He was investigating the murders of Damon Gant, the then Deputy Chief of Police. Oh, the murders with Damon Gant. The murder of...
I was gonna say, wait a minute. Was
Okay.
a ghost on the stand earlier?
Okay, so we found the other Minuteman.
Is
The
it-
group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Yeah, that definitely looks like a serial killer. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least according to the public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight.
And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions?
There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, at least one thing's for certain.
What?
Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
I suppose that's true.
Dun,
He's got a
dun,
dead
dun.
sibling in this game.
And
That was the
sibling
last-
isn't dead.
That's true.
True. That was the last day the SL-9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with this resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Why do I feel like this is the end of a Scooby-Doo thing? Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day.
Hmm?
Which means... the things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Yeah.
Chance, it's gotta be more than just that.
So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office's parking lot was the real one.
Yeah, which puts us in a bad place.
Words.
Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime.
You.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
I object. to all that. But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
But
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department.
seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner.
But he always does. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved, no doubt about it.
I doubt
Our
about
sole
it.
murder... Yeah. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. And the testimony of one Ms. Angel Starr is completely incontestable.
It was very contestable.
If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
Dick.
I rest my case.
It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
There's so much room for doubt.
Oh my god. This case is a train wreck.
Yeah. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty.
Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. The court finds the defendant...
Hold up. Oh
am.
no.
Mysterious Emma appears.
Your Honor, wait.
Emma?
The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right?
Huh? What do you mean, right?
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
Are you this girl's guardian?
No, should we
No.
call Child Protective Services? Your Honor,
Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please.
Bitch.
I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Cute.
Score!
Yeah.
I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL-9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings.
She mentions it. The names of both Sky sisters were in that file.
But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found on the Detective Gumshoe's locker?
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
So I ran over there and looked at it again.
So did you find something?
No.
Science, you have forsaken me.
Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Glad we've established that.
Yeah. Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
I'm sorry, do you have anything that
You're
helps
the one
us?
who barged in.
And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them... Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. Kinda.
A defense.
If anyone can save Lana, it's you.
A defense attorney, not an investigator, Lana.
Me? Oh boy.
Not Lana.
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
Could that have been Lana's handprint? Because her hand was also hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use.
Yeah, me too.
But still. If you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be... I'll join the Dead Sibling Club.
No.
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? I mean, we have to object, right? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
This handprint, left at the crime scene, clearly shows a contradiction.
The only thing that seems clear is you're grasping, Mr. Wright.
Oh, you know, wouldn't you?
You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Where?
The Blue Badger?
The Blue Badger? Where's our security camera?
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there?
Yes, the camera. I don't know. Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark.
What?
I don't know.
Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright.
With all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use.
Oh my god.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing?
The
In the
Blue
floor plan.
Badger.
Blue Badger. Blue.
Wait,
It's definitely
can we
the
look at
badge.
the video?
It's definitely their badge, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Can we look at the video to see what we might be missing?
I mean, is that or the badger?
Yeah.
Oh, handprint on the badger?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's what I was thinking. Let me just look at everything. Oh.
The water.
Well, I mean, that might have been
Is that
blood.
water or blood?
That would be blood.
Is that what's missing?
I think the blue badger's missing.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, whenever that handprint was placed, the blue badger was in front of it, so we wouldn't have been able to see it.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's either got to be the tape or the blue badger. I'm thinking the blue badger.
Music
Glug,
stuff.
glug, glug. What about that piece of plywood? The blue badger. Mascot of the police force.
Dun, dun, dun.
Defender of truth, guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
I love you. Sorry, please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The blue badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime.
Yeah.
Well,
He's in the way of the locker.
What?
Gasp.
that's right. So long as the blue badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. What?
So that means, just exactly what does that mean?
It means we gotta find out next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and feel free to check out some of our other gaming videos, our weekly podcast Anime Yay or Nay, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!